Hey guys, it's Drac, and I wanted to come out here, it's still snowing a little bit, and show you kind of like what Georgia looks like right now. As you can see, it is, well, I have no idea how to determine how deep it is, but it looks like it's about 2 inches of snow in my backyard, which is pretty insane for Georgia, particularly since Georgia is not equipped at all to handle the infrastructure of such a snowstorm. But I got in my mail despite that, which is really impressive since I live on a hill, and that hill is coated in ice right now. But since I'm snowed in, I figured it was a good opportunity to take a break from my schoolwork and make a Nerf video. So I brought this out because I'm almost positive I know what's in this kit. This is my Elite Alpha Trooper, and this is a advanced I guess present of sorts from Orange Modworks, and it looks like here, I'll try and get it into the light, we have the Unleashed Alpha Trooper Solid Kit. So I'll unload that inside because that will be what this video is about, but it looks like they've also finished their Retaliator Kit. This is stage 3, which means that this should be pretty extensive, and it is the entire barrel and assembly, and it looks really sweet. As much as I hate the Retaliator and Recon style of shell, I may have to do something with this just because it's really cool. So anyway, I think that I'll bring in these things and I'll get to work at breaking this down, and we'll finally do an Elite Alpha Trooper mod guide, and we'll do the Orange Modworks kit installation as well. Hey guys, so we are inside now where it is warm, and you can see that after you take off the priming handle as well as the back plate for the plunger, you have the internals for the Elite Alpha Trooper, which look exactly as described like the internals for an Elite Alpha Trooper, which is to say that they are Alpha Trooper internals, which have been replaced with the Elite system for direct plunger, and they look really good. They don't seem to have any real hindrances or locks. Like, obviously we're going to nerf this and get rid of that. And here's the insides for the kit for the solid Alpha Trooper Orange Modworks kit. And inside we have, similar to back when they produced the original Alpha Trooper kit, there are 2 catch springs, which is important not to lose those, although you do only need 1. They've upgraded their stickers, which are kind of neat. They're this gold on black for their logo, which is kind of cool. Be sure to tuck one of those onto the finished product, and then they have a solid replacement for this catch piece, which looks good, and then a reinforcement for the back of the plunger housing, which also looks good. So without any further ado, I'm going to knock out the air restrictor here, Teflon tape it, and re-grease everything. And then this spring, you can see, is much tougher than the original. The original one has both less coils and is much thinner. It's very wispy, whereas this one seems to be much tougher. And I think it's a 5 kilogram spring. Yes, 5 kilogram spring is the replacement. So I'm going to install all of those things, show you the internals when they're finished, and we'll put it back together and give you guys a firing demo. This is just a quick segment showing something that I do typically when I make modified blasters, especially with the Orange Modworks kits, and it's hard to tell that they've been modified. I paint one piece to keep it separate, because when you have as many blasters as I do, like I think I own like 3 Elite Alpha Troopers, it's important to keep them distinct. So I came in here and I decided to do the grill of the running rail for the priming system, and I hit it up with Krylon Ultra Flat Black Fusion for plastics. So doing that will make it easy to determine. Plus, it'll throw some black into the blaster, which is cool because then it'll be blue, white, and black, which means it'll be Esper colored, and I think that that'll be pretty neat. Alright, so I'll put the blaster back together and show you what it looks like when it's done. So the Elite Alpha Trooper, which I'm still working on what I'm going to call it, is fundamentally done at this point. We took out the plunger, knocked out the O-ring, replaced it with a little bit of Teflon tape underneath that O-ring, and then re-greased it with the grease that Orange Modworks sent me a while ago, or maybe it was the Remedy Metal grease. It's hard to remember which one is which. I threw in their new catch mechanism, and I greased that. The metal parts tend to stick on the plastic, especially when it gets cold, so it's important to grease all the moving parts again after you put it back together. And I put in the new catch spring that they give, which is super duper powerful. I tucked in their new spring, and then the only other thing worth mentioning is I came in here and added their reinforced back plate. So once it gets sandwiched back together, which I'm going to have to wait on that one painted piece to do, then I'll tuck that on and we should be good to go. Hey guys, so I'm actually really happy that this kit came in when it did, because as most of you who have been my viewers for some time know, this is the infamous Death Dealer blaster. It's pretty well known in my region as quite the HVZ machine, and it's not that it's exceptional, it's that it matches my playstyle and body type very well, just like Bobo's blasters are also quite infamous because they match his heavy type playstyle of just spewing 100 or so darts in like 20 seconds. They're pretty insane. Anyway, the reason that it's fortunate is you will note that when I go to prime the Death Dealer, it deprimes itself, and what happens is, and this has happened 3 times before, and Orange ModWorks really isn't responsible for it. It happens, I want to say, about every 10,000 shots I put through the blaster. The plunger tube notch that locks into the catch just grinds down, clinking against that metal constantly, and it's just a consequence of putting internals that are too powerful for the original pieces in here. There's got to be a stress point, and in the case of the Alpha Trooper, that is that stress point. But it's fine because I'm super excited to try out this new kit. We can do a quick kind of changing of the guard here. Anyway, here's a full 12 dart clip. We'll go ahead and pop off a couple of shots. It's too dark to go outside and do an actual range test. Not that there's any consistency to that to be spoken of online. But anyway, this is an unmodified Elite Alpha Trooper. You can kind of see that looking down the barrel that it has not been touched. And so when we fire off a few shots with that, you can see how that goes. And then this is the new Death Dealer 2.0 with Orange ModWorks kit installed, and we can woo, that's unfortunate. Okay, it's gonna take a while to get used to the motion of it. But it's definitely way more powerful. That little hiccup there is just probably a consequence of opening up the internals and needing to grease something that I must have missed. But seems to be working smooth now, and it's certainly much more powerful. So that is my full review of the Orange ModWorks Elite Alpha Trooper kit. And I think that it's sweet. I think that it's a much needed kit for the most effective Humans vs. Zombies blaster in the game. And as always, guys, thanks for watching.